begin with. There can be no doubt whatever about that. I've seen the cat. Old Marley was dead as a doornail. Now this must be distinctly understood or nothing wonderful can come from the story I'm going to tell. Did Carter King, middle son of Stein and Carol King, know that Marley was dead? How could it be otherwise? Carter had lived with the cat since his teenage years. The day the cat arrived, oddly enough, Carter King had just that day begun a very long journey down a dark and lonesome road, rejecting his family, rejecting the holidays, returning home with less frequency each passing year. You must pardon me. This talk of Carter has taken me from my original task. Marley was muerto. The question that loomed over the King household was this: was Marley's tragic demise an accident or something more sinister, like murder?
Ooh. Red rum.
Determined to seek truth, justice, and the American way, Carter King's uncle, a very handsome and witty man named Uncle Frank, set out to solve this perplexing riddle by holding a trial. He tied Carter King to a chair to prove that Marley was murdered by none other than Carter King.
What in the world's going on? Uncle Frank?
That would be Prosecutor Francis King to you.
Prosecutor for what?
The tragic death of Marley the cat.
I can't believe you idiots woke me up for this. Good night.
Taylor! Restrain the witness. Clinton King, the baby of the family, was named by his liberal father in honor of President Bill Clinton. They share many of the same qualities. No one knew if either Clinton was an idiot or a genius.
He's already tied to the chair.
Great job, so.
What is wrong with you people? Seriously, what is malfunctioning in your brains? I mean, this is not a courtroom.
Not a courtroom.
No, this is what we call a living room.
Then how, good sir, do you explain the judge and jury here to bear witness to this case?
With a keen eye and some markers and poster board, young dynamo Clinton King put together a culturally diverse jury. And a judge by the name of Meriwether Fancy Brittis presided with an iron fist. Clinton, ever the family genius, carefully places himself behind the chair, safely out of sight. That's a cardboard cutout, and what appears to be the top of Clinton's head. Damn it! And as for you, didn't the law school ask you not to come back like 3 times? And then put a restraining order out on you? And not to get all technical on you, Uncle Frank, but there only appears to be 10 fake people in my jury. Now, shouldn't there be 12?
And so there shall be. Carol King, mother of Carter Clinton and Kennedy.
Sylvia!
Aunt Sylvia, Carol King's twin sister, getting ready to board the Titanic, entered the household with her eldest son, Kennedy. Now, Kennedy was a magician. But his habit of repeating himself, both in his speech and his magic tricks, coupled with the guilt over his father's death, led him to be an unemployed 33-year-old magician living in his mother's basement.
Oh my word! I don't let you come to living cat on my side. You always seem like such a nice young boy.
Kennedy, really, you don't have anything better to do?
No, not really.
Mom? Mom, seriously, you can stop, okay? Every year you toss on some crazy wig and find a filtered cigarette and pretend to be our mythical Aunt Sylvia! Nobody's buying it. Hey, don't you think after 10 years somebody would have noticed that you and Aunt Sylvia are just never in the same room at the same time? Christ, it's like I'm living in some hideous baby of Mrs. Doubtfire and Groundhog Day. Substained! It's sustained, you jackass. Seriously, this whole proceeding is laughable, okay? I'm tired. I would like to go to bed. And just for the record, no, I didn't kill the cat.
So you say.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I just said that.
Indeed, the main suspect in the trial has declared his own innocence. Why, this has never happened in the entire history of recorded law. Case dismissed.
Clinton, what? Case dismissed, right? I want some cookies.
I was being facetious. Ironic? I wouldn't mean serious.
Oh! Clinton, still not exactly sure what Uncle Frank was talking about. Decided to hide back behind the chair again. It'd be another 15 seconds before the light bulb would flicker in his head. Please, 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 please work, please work, please work.
Wow.
Where were we?
Well, it's Christmas Eve. I found myself tied to a chair. My magically challenged brother is sitting next to my mom, who's pretending to be my Aunt Sylvia. You have been babbling on, and Clinton's still hiding behind the chair so he can be a puppet judge.
No! Facetitas!
And I just told you that I had nothing to do with the death of Marley. I think that about covers it.
And yet there is a mountain of evidence that says otherwise.
Wow, a mountain of evidence.
So you say?
No, you said that.
Indeed.
Yeah, I would like to point out this whole proceeding is more than a little laughable.
Objection!
Sunsling!
Okay, it's a dead cat, you know. Even if I did kill the cat.
So you would-
No, I'm really saying even if I did, which I did not, I don't see how it's cause for a trial.
Exactly the icy, calculated persona that would kill a cat in cold blood.
It's just a dead cat!
Uncle Frank rushed to the spot where he had hidden the dead cat, double-checked to make sure it was the bag marked dead cat, and then thrust that bag into Carter's face.
Just a dead cat, huh? Just a dead cat?
Is that the cat?
It was the cat.
Get it away from me, you sick bastard!
Not laughing now, are we, Mr. King?
When was I laughing?
Not me now, to be sure.
Nor at any point. To be certain, Carter King was not laughing.
Okay, this is crazy, alright? I did not kill the cat!
And yet, we have witnesses who all testify to the contrary. Your own mother.
Oh. Now, I wonder where she is.
Must be baking cookies. Carol! Carol!
Your own mother. Baking cookies for your cat murdering ass. Enters the household to see you standing over the cat. Your brother crying and shouting the words, Mama, Carter killed Marley. Do you deny it?
I was standing over the cat. Yeah, and Clinton said those exact words, and Mom believed him. Because, well, Mom always believes him. He's the baby. But I did not kill Marley, plain and simple. Clinton killed the cat! Objection! Oh, he can't object. He's the judge. Objection!
Wendy Williams, longtime neighbor of the King family, the household. Apparently from the second floor, which was somewhat puzzling. Now, Wendy had blossomed into quite the attractive young lady over the years.
Oh, thank you.
Her attractive nature had not gone unnoticed by two members of the King family. Kennedy King had certainly taken note, but their age gap, coupled with his complete lack of confidence, made their exchanges more than a little awkward.
Nice to see you, Wendy! I mean, it's really nice to see you. Oh my God!
Clinton King, a tad slow to puberty, had just now started taking note of the finer sex.
Sex!
Sadly, the one person she wanted to take note rarely did. And who are you, young lady?
Mr. Carter King's love interest.
God, you gotta be kidding me.
And his defense attorney.
Oh, so, Mr. King, so convinced of your own innocence that you found time in your rather busy schedule to enlist the services of a defense attorney, eh?
What? No, Wendy's not my defense attorney. I mean, she's a photographer for a wedding magazine. Oh yeah, and she's definitely not my love interest.
Don't answer that.
I just did.
Strike that from the record.
Slow it outside! Better get my game face on and have some snacks.
Carol! Somebody say snacks. I just make up some wonderful Christmas trees.
The cookies were fresh from the oven, although slightly burnt. Probably because Mom wasn't in the kitchen at all, and Aunt Sylvia, she has difficulty hearing. Uncle Frank used to find refuge in food, which would explain why at one point he ballooned up to a massive 400 pounds.
Kennedy used to piss himself when nervous.
That is clearly not relevant to this story.
It's okay, Louis Bear. I'm going to get you out of this, all right? Now smile.
fine. Now I'm blind. Wendy, why would you do that?
Documentation. If they've roughed you up in any way, we might be able to win this thing on appeal.
Wendy, this is not a real courtroom.
I know what I'll do. I'll bake you a cake with a file in it.
Where in God's name did you find a file? Where, ooh, what?
I wondered why in the world Wendy would have a file on her person.
Why, and I'm going to regret asking this, I'm sure, in God's name would you have a file on your person?
Lucky for you, I did.
Wendy, I'm tied to a chair. I don't see how files wouldn't do me any good right now.
All right. Then I'll bake you a cake.
No, come on!
With some scissors in it.
Oh, at least you got a hardware store up there!
Yeah, scissors, that's great. You just cut me out of the chair. That sounds great. Yeah.
I am your defense attorney. I couldn't possibly.
Someone please get me out of this chair!
Not so fast, OJ.
OJ sounds delicious. Oh, and milk sounds delicious.
Now that I've had my delicious snack fuel up,
Why, thank you.
there are a few items of interest I would like to bring to light in this courtroom.
Give him with the corporate line.
Mr. King, what is your current profession?
Wow! You don't know what I do. Hey, that's a great uncle.
Stop staying!
Answer the question, Mr. King.
I work for the New York Times as a critic.
Big critic me.
Isn't it true that you are generally known as the king of criticism for your caustic negative reviews?
That's my job.
Your job to be bitter and spiteful.
I have no issue calling shit, shit. Just like I have no issue calling crazy, crazy. Like, let's see, crazy, yeah, crazy, 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 crazy! Why you smell my shirt? Come on! Don't!
Isn't it also true that after your rather bashing review of your own brother's magic show,
The majestic! Majestic prince!
you also became known as the Knit Brick?
No, first of all, no one calls me the knit prick.
Actually, we all do. Clinton made it up.
Sorry! Secondly, Kennedy's show? It was awful. It was terrible. Honestly, you know, one of the worst stage shows that I've ever seen.
That was actually kinder than his review.
You're welcome. My job is to critique objectively.
Objectively, you say?
Right, I just said that.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, so what does any of this have to do with me being tried for feline homicide by my not so slightly touched family?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, listen to this man essentially convict himself with his own words.
Now would be a great time to object.
No, I want to hear more.
Yes, you have quite the history of rejecting, don't you, Mr. King? Rejecting the films, the books, the plays, the magic shows that you review. Rejecting your family.
If you have me tied to the chair, I would like to know.
Rejecting...
A great girl!
Oh, I thought you were my defense attorney.
Objections!
Right! Get to!
And rejecting a cat. Wasn't Marley the very cat who appeared the same day your father, the great majestic king,
I'll shoot up!
fell victim to his tragic demise?
Oh, well, I wouldn't call it tragic. You know, apparently he was a bit of an idiot.
Well, that is your father you were talking about.
He was an Elvis impersonating magician in Vegas. Okay, let's not make him out to be some sort of saint. And he died or disappeared on national TV. And this family, it's been a laughingstock ever since.
Carol, while still loving her son very much, was getting quite annoyed with his jabs at the family. Rather than raining down a torrent of curse words, which she swore off many years ago, she decided to join Aunt Sylvia in the kitchen for a martini and a Virginia Slim.
Maybe he wasn't such an idiot for running away. I mean, you were all quite simply insane.
Insane for justice.
Oh, I stabbed you.
So, Mr. Icy Veins, Mr. Nitcock.
No one calls me Nitcock.
Since the day Marty the cat appeared, do do you deny that you have rejected that feline day in and day out?
I'm allergic.
Allergic to feline?
No, allergic to cats.
Oh, and would you say that anyone else in the family rejected Marley the cat? Because I would say that everyone else in the family treated Marley like a member of the family.
Yeah, same brain function most likely.
Carol!
And Sylvia, silly.
Sylvia, what do you think that Carol might say if she were here about Marley the cat?
Well, I have heard Carol mention on a number of occasions that Marley the cat brought joy and warmth into their home during their coldest, darkest hour.
Thank you, Carol.
Not Sylvia.
Clandon,
Yes?
your thoughts?
On what?
Marley.
Bob Marley?
No, Marley the cat.
Bob Marley's cat?
Here all night.
No, your cat. The cat is still dead.
Oh, he was like a brother I never had.
Kennedy.
Hey, that is pretty awesome.
What?
I mean,
Hey, he was like a brother to me too.
I thought we were doing accents.
And Marley was the best present I ever gave to Carter.
Oh, Wendy. You know, first of all, I thought you were my which makes all these things you're saying so uncool. And secondly, and we've been over this so many times, you did not give me Marley the cat as a present.
Nick prick.
Objection to myself.
3!
That's turkey.
So, Mr. Turkey, all of the others present love that pet. To them he was family. Let us not forget. Now you could say this, or you could say that, but the evidence says you killed the cat.
Hey! Kill the cat! Kill the cat! Says you killed the cat!
God! Enough of that. Jeez. That took you a while, didn't it?
More time than I care to admit.
Yeah. Well, you know, as a critic, I would say it was rhyme-tastic, Dr. Seuss. But sadly, it's just not true. And I can tell you exactly how it happened. I was coming down the stairs and heading into the kitchen.
Carter began to tell his version of the story, his rendition of the truth. But as they say, there are often three versions of the truth. Yours, mine, and what actually happened. It would be difficult to uncover the truth completely and factually. Luckily for the King family, however, they had one of the keenest minds in all of Nevada. Uncle Frank, known mostly for his general handsomeness, charm with the ladies.
Get off the stage! You haven't been late in years, dude! Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Hey there, girls! What's up?
Clinton, what the?
Oh, looks like someone left a blanket on the floor. Mom's gonna be really upset about that. Someone should probably pick it up.
Someone should do that. Why don't you do that for me, little bro?
Well, you know, Carter, I would love to, but I've been having these nagging lower back
I
pains.
assume that you know it's under the blanket, Clinton.
Reason and common sense would tell me, floor.
Well, let's take a look at that floor now, shall we?
It's Marley! I'm sorry, Carter, I didn't mean
You know,
it!
after all these years, Clinton, you wouldn't think it possible, but still, I gotta admit, you got me this time! I am speechless! Absolutely speechless, you moron!
But you see,
it would be one thing to walk in and see a dead cat. I mean, that I can explain, but to walk in and see a blanket covering one...
Nice addition, don't you think? Makes it less noticeable, really.
A blanket? covering what appears to be the remains of the family cat. Now, I say remains, because that cat's in about 40 fucking pieces. How does a cat explode, Clinton? Microwave! I'm sorry?
And then as am I. You see, I put Marley in the microwave to dry him off. How's that supposed to
No. We watched Gremlins together. And everyone knows you don't put a cat in a microwave!
Not everyone, I didn't know.
I can't, I'm losing my mind.
Now listen, Marley was wet. And Marley doesn't didn't like to be wet. And well, the dryer just goes round and round.
Okay, let me just stop you right there. Okay, let me just make sure I get the full picture here. So, you took a wet Marley, you carried him into the kitchen, you shoved him in the microwave, you cooked him, and then apparently, he exploded.
Right!
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes!
Well,
No.
no way.
No, actually, I have no idea where you're going with it.
Okay, so where's the microwave at?
Kitchen!
Oh, yes, it is. Now, where are we at right now?
Living room!
Yes! Now, do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes! No.
How does an exploded cat find its way from the kitchen all the way over to the living room?
Well, I had to find a flat surface for Seeper.
Seeper?
Yeah! CPR, Seeper.
CPR. So the kitchen counter, the dining room table, places that you know aren't the living room floor, none of that would have worked for Seeper.
Yeah, both of those would have been pretty good, actually. Seeper must be administered as soon as possible.
Do you even know what CPR is?
Well, I don't know how they came up with the name, Cat Protection and Revival, but I know they're exactly back to life. I think I missed the time window a bit.
For the exploded cat?
Right.
And the Orthodox robe and hat?
Oh, why, yes, they are.
What? Why are you wearing them?
For the funeral rites!
For the exploded cat! Duh! After Seeper had failed!
Right! Excellent process of deduction, dear brother. You see, I had hoped that Marley had only used about 4 or 5 of the good old 9 lives, but well, I guess hope was a bit ambitious.
Okay, we're in big trouble here, Clinton. All right, we gotta clean this mess up before Mom gets home and has another one of her world-famous conniption fits, okay? So get a bucket and some paper towels or something.
But Carter, I didn't mean it. You know I didn't mean it. I loved Marley.
Oh, love doesn't put Marley back together in one whole piece again now, does it?
Maybe we can glue them back together. Now, I saw an infomercial one time where they glued a screen door to a boat.
How did you even get into college, Clinton?
Well, Carter, you know I've always been a fan of scrapbooking.
No, I'm college, not collage.
What's a collage?
You don't even know what you just... Get the bucket and paper towels! I don't have time for this shit! Mom or Aunt Sylvia, what is 300 a minute now? Oh yeah, it's just so matter what happened to the damn parakeet last Christmas! Mom! What are you doing? Oh God, Wendy, God, you scared the crap out of me. I thought you were my mom.
And that freaked you out because you don't like mistaking the girl you lust after for your mother?
No. That's gross.
What do we seem to be hiding under this pretty little Christmas blanket? Oh, a little Yuletide tree for your sweetheart.
No.
Is that
That's Marley. Yeah, that's Marley.
Marley's dead?
That's usually what happens when something blows up into pieces.
Oh, honey, you must be crushed.
No, not really. Not at all.
But Marley was my first anniversary gift to you, remember?
Wendy. First of all, we never dated. Ever. Secondly, you presented me with a cat that my mom had brought home many years earlier and had been living in the house since that date of purchase. That doesn't qualify as a gift.
Don't change the subject, Carter.
I didn't. That was the subject.
Don't be difficult. I'm crushed. I mean, how could this happen?
Really, Clinton? Oh, way to go. Way to take ownership, buddy.
Oh, whatever do you mean?
Hiding when you thought it was Mom and then literally pointing me out.
In all fairness, I had no idea you could see me pointing.
You're right.
You killed the cat?
Some would say curiosity killed the cat.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Oh, dear.
Wendy, what are you doing in my house?
I came to see you, silly.
But you came down the stairs.
Yeah.
How did you get in the house?
I climbed in your bedroom window.
It's on the second floor.
There's a tree.
Okay, I don't have time for the whole crazy shit now reject you thing right now, Wendy. I have many Moses and Molly on the floor. I have an idiot brother dressed up in priestly garb trying to perform secret cleaning. Cleaning products.
Right! What about them?
Dead cat on the floor. We need the cleaning products to get the dead cat off the floor.
Oh, I didn't say so!
Oh, the glorious, glorious King family Christmas.
You know, in some cultures, cat pieces are known to be the ultimate aphrodisiac.
I wonder if I could fit in the microwave. Just trying to wonder what shit.
It's okay! It's okay! Just me, no need for alarm.
Kennedy, what you up to, buddy?
Just working on some new mind-numbing illusions for my upcoming show. Check it. Oh! What in the world?
Wow.
Yeah, I got another one. It's called Got Your Nose. It's a real mind fuck.
We're probably pretty similar, right?
Yeah, Dad is gonna love these. Have y'all seen them?
Kennedy's buddy, Dad's been dead or gone for over a decade.
Oh, Carter. Always with the joke. Hey, what's that?
No, that's
Looks like something I might want.
No, well, it's a gift for you.
Yeah,
You
but-
can't go snooping though, because Mom always gets mad when we snoop.
Invisibility cloak! Hey, Carter, I'm over here!
Oh, wow.
No, I'm over here!
Oh, shit.
Looks like somebody too lazy with the wrapping paper.
Don't just...
Oh! Sweet fancy Merlin! That's it!
That's Marley, yeah.
Well, I was just in my room practicing my magic. I thought it was safe. I've killed the cat. My skills of conjuring. Oh! I've killed Dad! Oh! I'm conflicted!
Wasn't you... Wait, did you just say I've killed Dad?
I am Harry fucking Potter! Eat it, David Blaine! Majestic parents!
So, did he just say Dad? Ish, don't you think? Yeah, no, it's your mess, you clean it up.
But Carter, you know I can't stand cat pieces.
Yeah. The very fact that I know that you can't stand cat pieces pretty much sums up my entire existence in this family. No, last year you ordered a mail order bride to my house in my name. It was a gift! And you forget the time you wrecked my first car into Mom's car.
Accidentally!
And then got me in the car in the driveway.
I didn't have a license.
How did you get me in the car exactly, Clinton? Oh yeah, and Ethan laid rat as I slept.
Actually, that was Wendy.
What?
Oh, I just happened to be in the neighborhood.
Oh, and you forget the time that you got me arrested at the zoo.
But I thought we had a right to
Bear arms. Every time that you perpetrate an online crime or wreck a car or break a major zoo ordinance, you always leave me to hold the bag. Well, no, not this time.
But it's Christmas.
No.
And you're my older brother.
I'm not falling for that shit.
I mean, please help me.
Why are you forgetting? No. Yes, stop, God! Stop! Oh, you just quit! You sound terrible.
Mama! Carter killed Marley.
What? Carter, how could you?
How could he, she said, bringing Carter King's version of the truth to a close. While the scene was lacking something, most notably the charm and wit of Uncle Frank, it did help shed some light on the happenings of earlier that day. Or did it? One can only imagine how the sharp mind of Uncle Frank would uncover the truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
I'm not sure if you know Uncle Frank, but it appears the bulk of your jury is no longer in the room. Well, the ones that aren't made of cardboard anyway.
So it would seem. Frank was not discouraged, for the glorious sounds ringing out from the kitchen could only mean one thing. The King family Christmas boot. No holiday tradition was more beloved than the boot, the vessel of choice for bringing the sweet nectar of bourbon to the lips.
God, not the boots!
Oh, mocking some more King family traditions, I see.
Oh, what about it could I possibly mock?
Let us proclaim the mystery of boot.
You got that boot, now shoot! You got that boot, now shoot!
Now don't you start, young man. That boot is a time-honored tradition in this family.
You all sit around and get shit based on bourbon.
My turn!
Oh, yeah. You got that boot, now shoot! You got that boot, now shoot!
It happens to be an exact replica of the boots worn by Elvis Presley in the film Viva Las Vegas. The film that inspired your father, the great majestic king,
Don't do that.
Oh, shoot up!
to follow his dreams of becoming an Elvis impersonating magician. Stein King was a man ahead of his time.
Have any of you actually ever even seen Elvis? Because I'm pretty sure you all just make this up as you go along. Every year I had to watch that movie, and to this day, no, I've never seen a man wearing boots.
He wore the boots in his trailer.
Duh.
Wait a minute. Mr. King's first name was Stein,
That's right, dear.
and his twin brother's name is Frank? So they are Frank and Stein King?
Very interesting sense of humor. Sense of humor that would lead to more than a handful of playground beatdowns as a child.
I had no idea.
Carter began to swell with rage in his chair as Wendy's comments reminded him of the numerous television programs that mocked the King family name following their father's death.
Oh, then you clearly never saw The King is Dead! Question mark. Or any of the other half-dozen tabloid shows that turned this family into the butt of about 1,000 jokes for over a decade. You know what? Because I'm pretty sure each and every one of them mentioned the Frankenstein thing! Luckily, Mom, well, Aunt Sylvia, whichever one you really are, we cashed it in our old story, now didn't we?
I wouldn't call it that.
What would you call it? Did you or did you not sell our story to those vultures?
Carter, you are my son and I love you, but you have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. Again, how about some of that bourbon? No, maybe booze is what I need.
You got the boot shoot.
Perhaps that little dose of fruit serum is exactly what you need. Recant that little imaginative tale you just subjected this jury to.
Oh, did any of them even hear it? Because I'm pretty sure they were just drinking the fruit.
I think it's time that we start talking about copping a plea.
Are you serious?
Carter, honey, no one is going to believe that ludicrous tale of yours. I mean, it's all so fantastic. Me acting crazy? You rejecting me? I mean, what jury is going to believe all of that?
I'm not going to please you anything, Wendy, because that jury is a bunch of fucking cardboard. Wait a second!
At that moment, Carter had a brilliant Clinton-esque idea.
Okay, so I just admit to killing the cat, and then perhaps maybe someone will untie me from this chair, and then I can be banned from any and all future family Christmases.
No.
Settle down.
Not likely.
No. Well, then no plead. And I shouldn't have to plead to anything. I told you exactly how it happened.
Oh, really? Funny you should say that. We, the prosecution, have a witness who sees the events of that fateful day. Today's fateful day. Very differently than your oh so imaginative, I must be a fancy boy, New York writer persona.
Who might that be?
Clinton King!
Makes his own business. Oh, the judge?
Judges, Clinton is standing right there. Judge married by the fancy riches is clearly right here.
Yeah. Oh, how dumb of me. You know what? Let's do it. Yeah. I would absolutely love to hear Clinton's version of things.
Really, I wouldn't think you'd want to. See, it's going to conflict with what you...
Oh, facetious.
So it would seem. Clinton, to the stand.
Yes.
Frank, to the shot glass. Frank took the glass, one very similar to the one I'm holding in my hand now. He filled it almost exactly as I am at this moment. You got that, Boogashu? You took that? Eating their calls, Frank took the shot from the glass. Frank thought it was delicious, this bourbon from Kentucky. So delicious, in fact, he thought he might just have to have another. Hope he doesn't have too many lines in Act 2.
I've come home from the orphan's home where I volunteer my time to play Santa Claus for all those parentless boys and girls. To see you pacing, something must be afoot.
God, thank God you're home, assistant. Yes, I am in some kind of trouble. You're just never going to believe what I've done.
My keen sense of pleasure tells me that there's a dead cat under this blanket. Valeo explanatio. 94.3% probability that it is none other than our very own Marley.
I didn't mean to, Clinton, honestly, but we gotta try something. Maybe we could try CPR.
Please, Carter. It is CPR, which definitely doesn't stand for Cat Protection and Revival.
No, yeah, that makes more sense. I apologize for my ignorance on the matter. Would you please forgive me, my dearest brother, Clinton?
Apology?
What are we gonna do, Clinton? I, Carter King, who acted alone, and accept full responsibility for the death of this cat. Because I did it, and you, Clinton, clearly did not do it.
Now I do have hypotheses or possible solutions.
Maybe we could just, glue him back together. Now, I saw an infomercial once where they took a screen door and glued it onto a boat.
Please, Carter! These inane interjections are not helping.
It was a screen door in a boat, though. You're not listening.
No,
Sandy, what do you think you're doing?
Wendy, God, you scared the crap out of me. I thought you were my mom.
And that freaked you out because you don't want mistaking the girl you lust after for your mother?
Yes.
Well, that is sweet and flattering, but you know I only have eyes for Clinton.
Everybody knows.
Oh, Wendy! Your beauty and charm are almost always irresistible. However, Carter's placed us in such a heinous situation.
Because it was me! I did it! I want to be real clear about that!
And we must focus wholeheartedly on the solutionizing.
Oh, Clinton, smart and sexy.
True, true.
We wish you a magic Christmas. We wish you a magic Christmas. We wish you a magic Christmas! A majestic premiere!
Bravo, Kennedy, bravo!
Thank you. I owe all of my newfound confidence entirely to you.
Don't mention it.
Clinton is the best brother.
Why would you say that? Hey! What's that?
Oh,
Looks like somebody getting pretty lazy with the old.
Oh my God!
Sweet fancy Merlin!
Marley, yes it appears.
But I was just in my room practicing my magic. I thought it was safe. But I've killed the cat with my skills of conjuring. Oh! I've killed Dad! Oh! I'm conflicted!
Yeah, but you see, Kennedy, it was actually...
I am Harry fucking Potter! Eat it, David Blaine. Majestic parade!
what are we gonna do, Clinton? Mom's gonna be home any minute, and we need a plan.
When I began volunteering my time to play Santa Claus for all those parentless boys and girls, I swore an oath to uphold the Constitution and to always tell the truth. Honesty is the best policy here. That is exactly what I would advise in such a situation.
You know, in some cultures, cat pieces are known to be the ultimate aphrodisiac.
Good point. My natural inclination, though, is to lie. But you are wise beyond your years, brother, and you swore an oath. You must be right.
Oh, Clinton, my favorite son!
Dearest mother, I regret to inform you that our very own Marley is dead. Dead by the hands of Carter. Now, I hate to bring such information to light, however...
You swore an oath!
I'm so ashamed at my certain guilt.
Oh, Carter!
The King family had now heard two brothers relate the same story. But they were anything but the same story, were they not? And who was telling the truth and who was lying? Matlock himself would have a difficult time making sense of it all. Uncle Frank would certainly uncover the truth, for nothing rings Christmas quite like the sleigh bells. Justice.
And that's exactly how it happened, with no embellishments whatsoever.
Okay, someone please tell me there's enough common sense left in this room that nobody bought that ridiculous tale?
All sounded quite reasonable to me.
He swore an oath to orphans to uphold the Constitution. He tried to make himself sound smart, and he used the term solutionizing. Uncle Frank, why do you get the reindeer dig in the sweater? Come on!
Yes, what's happening?
Oh, and the prayers go unanswered.
It's Super Sweater Santa time!
Clinton, have you been wearing that the entire time?
Oh, well, of course I am.
Right.
Here you go, sweetie. We can't have our favorite girl at this party without a sweater.
Party? Wow, is that what we're calling it now? Well, hey, on the bright side, I can't put on my sweater with all these ropes and whatnot, so I guess you'll have to untie me.
Don't untie him, he's a flight risk.
My attorney.
Sorry.
Actually, I found this XXL sweater from Uncle Frank's huskier days.
Yeah, Frank got a little chubs after his brother died. His wife left him, and the law school issued yet another restraining order, and his Golden Corral banned him for life. Flabbergadabra.
Smile at me,
Really? We're gonna do? Come on. Oh, God! Well, at least I'm now glad that I can't see, so.
Get used to that flash, Oswald. Your mugshot's coming soon enough.
Oh, because of Clinton's expert testimony?
Worry not, there is much more to the prosecution's grassy knoll of evidence.
Such as?
Such as?
Enough of this. I can tell you exactly how it happened. It was magic. Magic!
Oh, God.
As Kennedy began to tell his version, the entire family hoped that at least in his retellings, he would not constantly repeat himself as intermission was nearing, and the guy in the second row here seemed especially eager to purchase alcohol. It was easy to see why Kennedy was the way he was. He was nervous by nature, to be sure, but the knowledge that his father had done 248 shows without a hitch and then died or disappeared during Kennedy's debut show, well, he was screwed.
I am so distraught over the demise of Marley. Whatever will cheer me up?
Magic! Only the power of magic will bring joy in this dark hour.
I might swoon! I might swoon!
We wish you a magic Christmas. We wish you a magic Christmas. We wish you a magic Christmas. A majestic acknowledging not only my mastery of magic, but my singing prowess. And Wendy, I see you gawking at me. Gawking with those bedroom eyes.
Oh, Kennedy!
But I'm afraid it can never be. You see, Wendy, my mistress is magic. And a powerful mistress she is. Say, what is that? Looks like somebody's getting pretty lazy with the red. Oh! Sweet fancy Merlin! Is that
Marley, yes, it appears.
Stand back!
Oh, my God!
All of you, stand back! The spell I'm about to perform is so powerful, so earth-shatteringly potent, it'll blow your ass right off.
Aphrodisiac!
Swoon! Awaken, spirit, for the time is at hand. Come to me, spirit, with a flick of my wand. Awaken not to bring doom and gloom, but to help the people in this living room. My magical powers make great once more, and help our cat father who lay dead on the floor. Minister of magic, fill me deeper as I perform this magic seeper. Awaken spirits and help me now. Awaken spirits and heal them now. Did I just see? Did that was smooth? I swoon! It's a Christmas miracle! And that is how you bring your dead father back to life.
Dude, you were Harry fucking Potter.
Eat it, David Blaine! Invisibility cloak.
Oh, Jesus. Do you realize how many years you have to be an idiot to write the line, Ministry of Magic, fill me deeper as I perform this magic? Somehow it seems the retellings of the story kept getting shorter and shorter, and Perhaps some individual biases were creeping their way into the story. If only there were a prosecutor of Matlockian proportions to make sense at all.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it happened.
What the fuck?
I never thought I would ever agree with Wendy, but yeah, dude, what the fuck? I mean, your story didn't even say how the cat got dead in the first place. And according to your version, due to your magic prowess, the cat's still alive. So, where's Marley?
Hey, I'm a magician. I'm not your father's keeper.
Father, dude, Kennedy, you are crazy the asylum here.
What's that mean?
You realize that you keep calling the cat Dad?
Of course I do. What, you didn't know? Oh, Ted's not dead. He never was. Don't you think it's a little bit of a coincidence that the cat Marley showed up one day after Dad disappeared on national television?
Yeah, I do think it's a coincidence. It's kind of weird to say that the cat's your dead father.
That cat was fully grown then. It was 10 years ago!
So it's a known cat!
No, that's not it! It's Dad. His illusion went awry. And he became a cat. I've been working ever since to return him to human form.
To no avail.
No, but he's in there.
It's a Christmas miracle!
Yeah, Clinton, the cat's dead.
Not a Christmas miracle.
No. I think we're all done with this, right? But what's next? Wendy's version of things where, oh, I long for her, and then we make out. Oh, and then we get married.
Yes, let's see that version now!
Actually, what's next is Super Sweater Santa time.
Hey!
Carol! We're in the middle of a trial.
I will not have these Marley matters get in the way of our special King family traditions. And it's Super Sweater Santa time!
I'm out of here.
You get the first present.
Okay, I'm back in. Ooh, from Carter.
Oh, I shouldn't have.
Matlock, seasons 4 and 5. Well done, young. Well done.
Yeah. Who would have thought seasons 1 through 3 were, actually serving as your legal training? I don't suppose this nice gift will result in any sort of ending to the trial now, will it?
Andy Griffith say no.
Oh.
Wendy, your turn.
My turn?
Oh, surely you know by now you are a member of this family.
This one's for me, but it doesn't say who it's from.
Ooh, Super Sweater Secret Santa. Next twist.
Oh, it's a mixtape. Carter, you shouldn't have.
I didn't.
Nonsense, thank you. I can't wait to listen to it.
Should have gotten her first, dude.
Kennedy, open this one.
Oh, from Mom.
Oh, you didn't! Is it really?
It's the one you had fitted last year. It just looks so wonderful on you. No, go ahead, try it on. Yeah.
Whoa!
I'll give you the confidence you need to quit pissing yourself.
Thank you, Mother. It's perfect.
All right, Clinton, it's your turn.
Ooh! From Uncle Frank. Exploding kittens! A game for people who love kittens and explosions? That's just what I asked for!
Here, Mama. This one's for you.
From Kennedy. Oh, I'm sure I'll love it. Let's see here. Perfect! You know, I always have such a difficult time reading with the covers on.
Snuggie really is the perfect Christmas gift. One with this variety of styles and assorted colors. And who hasn't had a problem fumbling for a remote or reading a book? Well, reading a book. And all the time with those cumbersome blankets? Oh, enough!
Well, where's Aunt Sylvia at? I want to give her my present.
I wonder where she ran off to. Sylvia. Sylvia.
Where's Mom at? Well, it's just that Mom always gives you my present every year.
Must be finishing my eggnog, Carol!
Mrs. Doubtfire!
Perfect. Every year, man.
I think it's your turn.
Clint, you wanted to give Aunt Sylvia another present.
I'm fucking changing again! Harder. Oh, here we go. What's for you?
Oh, from Clinton. Wow, can't wait.
Oh.
Wow! Wow, would you look at that? Picture of Dad. You are some piece of work.
Thank your brother.
Oh, there's many things I want to say to my brother right now. Thank you is not one of them.
It's Christmas.
So what? You keep it in your way? I'll keep it in mine.
You don't keep it.
Then let me leave it alone then!
Hardy King, what has happened to your Christmas spirit?
What happened to my Christmas spirit? I'm being tied to a chair on Christmas Eve, being tried for feline homicide, all the while the rest of the family just continue on with the lunatic traditions of a lunatic family. Christmas spirit. You know, in the words of Scrooge, humbug. Every year, I come home for Christmas, and why? Oh, to remind myself of how nutty you all are? What's the point of Christmas anyway? Every year you hear about how much money people throw away. People with supposedly tons of Christmas spirit will have no problem cutting you off in the parking lot of the mall so they can get to the stores first and they can grab the last toy on the shelves. God, Christmas is like any other day of the year. But worse, is you have to come home. You know, for years I thought it was me, like maybe I had done something. But nah, you're all just crazy. Batshit crazy! Guess you just can't choose your family. But you can choose to be around your family. And I'm done. Okay? I'm done with Christmas. I'm done with this family. I'm done.
I'm sorry, were you saying something? I was right.
Okay, it's your
No, it will rekindle that Christmas spirit. Lord, how you used to love to play your keyboard when we sang carols on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Suit yourself. I thought it would be fun.
Carol? How about a carol?
You know what we have to start with.
And so they all decided to sing with such joyful Christmas spirit that it sounded as though an entire theater of people were singing along with us.
Kennedy, hit it.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Dashing through the snow.
In our house open sleigh, o'er the hills we go.
Laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring.
Making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing
A sleighing song tonight.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
singing their little hearts out until the neighbors threw coal and threatened to call the police. And Carter was left to his own devices.
Wait, oh come on, no, come on. No, you're not just gonna leave me out here, right? Come on, you're not that crazy, right? Right? Dude, the whole intermission? They get to leave and I don't? Humbug.
Some time had passed, and after roughly 15 minutes of shouting obscenities, Carter King fell asleep. He'd soon be awakened, however, by Wendy, who, despite a slightly odd choice of clothing, had only the best intentions at heart. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. We got sleepyhead. Wake up! Sleepyhead.
Wendy, what are you doing? Is that a wedding dress? No, I don't!
Who are you screaming to?
I don't have the slightest idea. Wendy, why are you wearing a wedding dress with, although how the rest of the day's been going? Yeah, that does seem about right.
Who is this Wendy you speak of?
There's something in the water here?
Oh, just good old-fashioned fluoride.
That's it. This is all one big terrible dream. Just pinch me. Okay, Wendy, I said pinch!
Wendy?
Oh God, I think I'm not persistent. Okay, so I'll bite. So, who are you?
I am a spirit.
Jesus.
And I have come here to tell you that tonight you will be visited by 3 ghosts.
And this is the part where I just had to say it couldn't possibly get any worse. But I didn't say that. And yet it still got worse. Worse.
The first ghost will arrive at the stroke of midnight.
Or Nick, maybe you can just kill me now and we can just skip the other 2.
Carter King, you didn't always used to be so cynical, did you?
Listen, Wendy, I really...
Spirit?
Listen, Spirit, I really appreciate what you're doing here, but I don't believe in ghosts or magic. There's any real possibility some magical ghost is going to show up and convince me that I'm anywhere but hell on earth. So you can just untie me and I can take a break for it, please.
A clock struck midnight.
Bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong. Wow, you guys really went all out.
Then, through the fog rolling on the ground.
Cheryl.
You're Harry fucking Potter, do it yourself.
Oh, she's getting a little mouthy.
The fog is so magical.
So enchanted, it could not be seen.
A majestic king entered the building.
Okay, seriously, Wendy, you got Uncle Frank to dress up as Dad's ghost? It's kind of morbid, don't you think?
No, honestly, I didn't.
Carter recognized the look on Wendy's face. The terror, the uncertainty. It was the same look that she gave Carter when he told her he was moving to New York.
You didn't set this up, did you?
No!
Uncle Frank, I mean, he's not that good of a dancer, so...
Carter, it's a ghost!
Oh, God, Wendy, attack me now! I will love you forever, please!
Okay!
Wendy paused just a second to think about Carter when Carter just said.
Forever? Like, forever?
Okay, Miss Jax, this is timing now, please. I am for real.
The king has entered the building. I'm all should do.
The king liked to announce his presence.
You're just gonna stare at me, man. I'm going to bed.
Dad?
Yeah, that's me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You think it was?
Mrs. Page, yeah. I've been wandering the earth and jailhouse rock. Now since I've been sitting here because you ain't been nothing but a hound dog in your family. You got a suspicious mind, Carter King. It's about time for you to check out a little heartbreaking killer of yours.
So, are you just going to keep doing this the entire time?
Don't be cruel.
Well played. Hey, you just want to name all the Elvis songs you can think of now, and then maybe we can have an adult conversation.
All right. I surrender.
God, come on!
Look at you all grown up. How are you, pretty mama?
Well, I am wearing the wedding dress and talking to a ghost.
Pretty sweet, huh?
It's not really the word choice that I would
I hate to interrupt this great conversation, but why are you here, dearest ghostly father of mine?
Where are you headed to, son?
Well, as soon as I get untied from this chair, I plan on packing my bags and racing to the airport.
You got your grandpappy cynicism, don't you?
Grandpa King was once known as the greatest cynic to ever live in Texas, which is really saying something. He was also known as the meanest, both for naming his children Frank and Stein, and because he could normally be seen sitting on his front porch with a 12-pack of Sterling, throwing dirty socks at passersby. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
You didn't used to have it, did you? Rather be a Carter. Later on.
You can besides my father being a half-assed entertainer, and I use that term loosely, who with one stroke of his magic wand simultaneously bailed on the family and turned into a national punchline? You mean besides having to annually bear witness to the rest of the family exposing the crazy that they were able to hide in the years prior? You mean besides all of that?
Man, they said you was high class.
Come on.
Is that just why? Man, you're just all shook up. You shooting like that big time life of yours in New York?
Yes. A, it's miles away from here. B, I have a nice apartment there. And C, I have a fantastic job.
Job, man. Make a living stomping on other people.
Being honest, I have a job where I get to be honest about what I see. You know, suddenly everyone now's a critic about the critic.
All sounds pretty empty to me, man. Got no family there. Got no girl.
What, so you're stalking me?
Son, the only thing worse than watching a bad movie is being in one. The king ought to know.
Yeah. Yeah, you ought to know. Some life you had.
I had the greatest life, man. It loved me tender. I got people happy with my magic and some pretty sweet tunes. I had the world's greatest wife and mom with some pretty wonderful kids. I had it all, son.
Yeah, until you disappeared.
The only thing that's disappeared is your passion. It disappeared behind a great big shell. I think it's time for your daddy to show you something. It's now or never.
No, I choose never.
You don't really have any choice. Abracadabra, the king, is leaving the building.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, Dad, don't you think leaving once was enough?
The King family home was once a much happier place. For starters, all of its members were still alive and kicking, which is a plus. Though very young, Clinton was already showing signs of utter brilliance. Carter had not yet become the king of criticism, and Kennedy, after a childhood of issues, had finally overcome his fears. Mostly because he had the finest head of hair in Nevada.
Kennedy, hurry up with those gifts. Your father's going to be home any minute.
Rep and ready, because it's Christmas time at the King's.
Did you wrap these yourself or use some sort of conjuring crap?
But you should never tell his mother.
Oh, Kennedy, we're going mom, Dad, tonight. I am so proud of you. Your first show alongside your dad.
Yeah, I think I might pee myself.
Kennedy, you haven't had that peeing problem in over a year now. What are you doing?
I'm making sure no one heard you say that.
The point is, you're ready. Your father would have asked you into the show if you weren't.
What if something goes wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
I know. I'm just so nervous.
Sweetie.
I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I have no idea how we ended up outside with me untied. That's.
Magic?
Oh, I was afraid you were going to say that. Well, at least all the rest of the crazies have gone to bed at least.
Carter? Carter? Carter!
What?
Your mom is hot.
You know, it's a weird thing to say, Wendy, even for you.
No, Carter, look.
God damn, my mom is hot! Did I just get? Yeah. Mom! Mom! Mom!
Kennedy! Go check with Clinton! I think he just blew something up again! I swear, I don't know if that boy is a genius or an idiot. Your father certainly got his name right.
Clearly there are portions of this story that have been blatantly misremembered.
Go make sure my baby's not on fire. Go.
Or performing some brilliant experiment.
Kennedy now has a full head of hair. What in the world's going on here?
Oh, goddamn it! Oh, I'm sorry. Where the heck did you two come from? You know, a magician's household. People are always disappearing and reappearing all the darn time.
Mom?
Mom? Question mark? What, are you getting too old to recognize your mama in front of your little sweetheart?
Sweetheart?
Sweetheart!
Carter and Wendy were inseparable in those days, although some would speculate that Wendy was merely hanging around Carter to get closer to the dashing young Clinton. It is difficult to say.
Carter, you really don't have to be so bashful. I think it's okay for you to let Wendy know you got a little crush on her. I think she's got a pretty big crush on you too.
Mom!
Oh, I know. Oh, you should go get your keyboard and play some of those new songs you've been working on and bring us all a little Christmas cheer.
Well, I'd love to, Mama.
What did you just say?
I think I just said I'd love to, Mama, and I have no idea why.
Wendy, I think you're about the only thing that can tear this boy away from his beloved keyboard.
I love that thing.
Carter's keyboard was his most prized possession as a child. When he was given the gift from his father at the age of 8, he could be seen playing away at that thing night and day. Ironically enough, it was Christmas tunes he loved the most to play.
The king is entering the building. Why don't you give me some of that sugar for the moment?
Oh, if I were completely in love with you, I'd say you're the biggest nerd I ever met.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Check that, you are the biggest nerd I ever met.
Hey, don't be cruel, Mom.
Okay, alright, the show's on for another 3 hours. Save some of it, why don't you?
Come on, get into character. These things take time.
Okay, I'm gonna let you little nurse in the Elvis Keating mode, and I will set the table.
Pretty freaky, huh?
Yeah. Dad? You know, like Ghost Dad?
Man, I ain't Patrick Swayze.
Oh. He flipped it.
What is all of this?
Mitch Carter here knows what it is.
Carter knew exactly what it was. It was the day that played over and over again in his head, try as he might to erase it.
Our last Christmas.
Christmas Eve, 1999. I was heading out to what I didn't want to be my last hurrah.
Oh, so I'm supposed to see all this? You know, a normal family. And now everything's magically going to be better.
Magic ain't got nothing to do with it. It's all about love. Kinder love.
Yeah, well, none of that was real.
Man, all this right here, look at that, it's real. What you got going on in your mind right now, that's what ain't real. Oh, yeah, poor child.
I love Christmas Eve dinner.
More than you love singing carols.
Well,
More than you love sweater Santa.
well, I do love that.
More than you love your mother.
Never.
And Stein, please, go talk to Kennedy before I strangle him. That boy is so nervous I think he's going to spontaneously combust. He says he doesn't want to eat.
Not eat. Not eat pork chops on Christmas Eve, man, that is no son of mine, I own it. Besides, what's he got to worry about? What could possibly
This would seem an unfortunate thing to say.
Let's eat.
You know, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have said what could possibly go wrong.
Carter, did you really say all of that back then?
Yes, he did.
Hey, man, that's the king's line.
Sorry.
Yes, he did. My, how things have changed.
Oh, because of you, remember?
Remember? You remember what I told you when we sat in to dinner?
No.
All right, then I'll tell you again.
No need.
I said, Merry Christmas, Carter. You're not just my son, you're my star. And stars burn bright.
The king handed his son a package.
This package.
Yeah.
Recognize it?
No, I don't.
But he did. And for a moment, it seemed his protective shell was beginning to crack. However, after years of adding to that shell, he had actually made it quite thick.
I don't need any of this, okay? Can I just go back to being tied to the chair now?
Can't do that, man. Still too much more to see. Alakazam, karate chop. Just leaving the building.
The next 24 hours for the King family were an absolute disaster. During his nationally televised program, The Kings of Christmas, Stein King disappeared. Now the crowd applauded mightily at first, believing they had witnessed some incredible feat. However, after several minutes of silence, they were less enthused. Now Kennedy King attempted to placate the crowd with a little magic of his own. However, with both of his repetitions of illusions and mistimed peeing of the pants, all was left in shambles. Stein King was missing, news vans were showing up outside the King family home, and tabloid TV shows were ringing the phone off the hook on Christmas Day.
Well, apparently you don't understand the meaning of the word no, so let me put it to you in words that you might understand. If you call this house one more time, I will cut off something very small and feed it to you. Oh. Yeah? Well, Merry bleeping Christmas to you too.
Odds are, the word bleep is not actually what Carole King said.
Carol!
Holy fuck!
That is most likely what Carol said.
Carol, are you?
Frank? I am going to kill you.
Ah, don't you think one dead brother is enough for one down?
Frank, of all the things you have ever done, this has got to be the bleep thing you have ever done. I swear to God. If you weren't my brother-in-law, I would change my right into
I didn't even recognize half those words.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Frank? Why are you...
I panicked. I mean, like, Stein disappeared. Kennedy was pissing up the joint. I threw on the spare jumpsuit, you know, and danced on stage.
And?
Nobody bought it, not even for a second.
You're not a magician,
I
Frank.
hadn't even started doing tricks. This cute little girl in the front row just started crying and shouting, "Why is the stunt apple so ugly?"
You
I know, we're identical twins, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, I'll live. How are you holding up?
Circus out there, the news vans have been camped out for hours. How did you even get in?
Nobody seemed to notice.
Ouch. Bourbon.
Yeah, please.
You know, if we're gonna end up in the same room every single time, you wouldn't think the ghost would go through all the trouble of putting us back outside every single time. I mean, it's kind of lazy playwriting.
Maybe it's a sign. I mean, all those reporters out there, I wonder what's going on.
Carter knew exactly what was going on.
I'll never forget those fans. Those devils masquerading as reporters.
Carter?
It's Christmas Day. Oh, we now skipped ahead a day. The day after the king pulled off his finest vanishing act.
I wonder what we're supposed to see.
His protective shell seemingly back in place, Carter began to get excited at the prospect of Wendy witnessing his family to, as he termed it, begin to go batshit crazy.
Well, Mom is dressed up for the first time, like Mrs. Doubtfire. And Frank's about to leave the station on the loony train. We are witnessing the birth of the crazy kings.
Apparently I'm not the only one Dressed up like it's Halloween?
What?
You look like Rose's mom on the Titanic.
I forgot I had this on. It's Christmas, and Christmas is about family. Boys need family around, and with their father gone, they don't really have any other family.
Oh man, everybody forgets about Uncle Frank.
Sorry, it's just, the boys have been down, you know, Kennedy's beside himself thinking that the accident occurred because of something he did on stage, and Clinton, you know, he's just clueless. What? It's just like his name. But Carter, my little Carter, that boy has always been about family. I'm worried. You know, I told him the news last night, and it was as if his entire system just shut down. I know he's only a teenager, but he's always been the glue of his family, and you know, everything he did, Stein was impressed. I swear one time Stein asked me if I saw the way Carter chewed steak. Carter was his star. And Clinton always looked up to him, you know, especially with Stein being on the road so much, and even Kennedy, his older brother, looked to him for guidance. I'm not sure if he has any more to give. So I thought, there's only one of me, unless I make two of me, so now I am also Aunt Sylvia.
You know you can never be in the same room at the same time, right?
No, I didn't say I thought it through, asshole.
Carol began to cry. Ooh, quietly. The weight of the world on her shoulders.
You are hearing all of this, right?
Yes.
Carol?
Sylvia.
Sylvia?
I don't know what we're gonna do. The house, the boys. Carter's supposed to be going off to college.
Life insurance.
Not a lot of insurance companies are willing to insure a magician. Besides, even if we had a policy, nobody can say for sure that he's dead.
The money from the show.
They're not paying, Frank.
What do you mean they're not paying?
Frank's managing skills were roughly on par with his Elvis impersonation skills.
Breach of contract? The little fucker said he didn't finish the show. We are dead broke. Bad word choice.
Look, I got some money stashed away. It's yours.
Oh, Mrs. isn't gonna go for that.
Family is family, Carol. So understand.
Didn't Frank's wife leave him around this time?
Yeah. Marriage didn't last 90 days. I guess she didn't understand.
No, Mrs. Frank didn't understand. Seeing Frank now jobless and a family scandal beginning to erupt, she hopped on the first flight out of town, leaving Frank with a stack of bills and snacks. Snacks that he would gouge on for months, leading to his aforementioned huskier days.
It breaks my heart to soil Stein's name. This family's name.
What?
I've had 3 calls already. 6-figure deals to tell our story.
But Carol, Carol.
No buts. It's either sell to the vultures or no house. No food. No college for Carter.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, there you are! Look at me! Look at me!
What is it?
My hair is falling out! My hair is falling out!
Oh, sweetie, I think you're repeating yourself.
Oh, damn it! I'm repeating myself! My hair is falling out! I killed Dad! I killed Dad!
Honey, how is that?
Oh, the urination situation had returned.
I've got no skills! I've got no skills! And now I'm seeing dead people!
Don't worry about him. I'll get him some shows on his own. Frank King is on the case. case. We totally go for a case of ding-dongs right around there. We'll see the missus.
Who was already on a flight out of town?
Frank Exeter, it is worth pointing out that Kennedy got over his involuntary urination issue and certainly does not have that problem today.
Really? None of this
No,
is...
none of this changes anything.
Mama, have you seen Carter? I can't find him anywhere. I wanted to show him my newest experiment. I even did the secret call. Call!
Yeah, sweetie, I heard you. I think Carter locked himself in his room again. I think he just needs to be left alone for a while, okay?
Okay. Carol, at her wits' end, decided to ask for help in an unlikely place for her.
Lord, I know I don't pray as often as I should. And I don't go to church as often as I should. And I have the mouth of a sailor. But I did vote for every Republican I could since 1976, and that ought to count for something. We need you now, Lord. I need you. My boys need you. If you could just help us or send us a sign that everything's gonna be all right. Well, I'll clean up my language. I won't drink on Tuesdays. Just something, Lord, please.
Suddenly, her prayers were answered.
Meow. Meow. Cat. I asked for a sign and you sent a cat. Son of a bitch. Well, it's something. So much for cussing. Alright, well, if I have to be Christmas Carol, then you can be Marley. Finally I get to name something around here. I should have named you Goldwater. Alright, well, let's have a look at you, you little shit. Come here. Here.
Okay, I think I've seen enough, all right? You can stay here if you want, but I'm going to go back outside. Maybe that'll send me back to wherever.
Carter!
Carter may not have had any words for the visions that he had just witnessed, but Wendy, oh, sweet, sweet Wendy. Wendy was suddenly becoming full of all kinds of words, words she was ready to share.
What, you could have just untied me.
We came back to the present and you were still tied up. That seems like a sign to me.
Sign? What sign?
A sign that in the present you should be tied up. I mean, after everything we just saw, nothing? You should be ashamed.
I should be ashamed. I'm the one tied to a chair for feline homicide, being treated by my deranged family.
Oh, poor mistreated Carter. Was it your mom who mistreated you when she made some deal that she despised to keep you and your brothers in a house and to send you to college? Or maybe she was crazy when she decided to dress up as some mythical aunt in an effort to comfort you and kept it up for years because you couldn't seem to snap out of it. Is that it? Or your Uncle Frank, who lost his wife and gave up all of his money for his family. Or Kennedy, for looking to his brother for support only to receive ridicule. Oh, it's Clinton, isn't it? He's the biggest fool of all, because he looked up to you like a son does a father. Yeah, they're all cuckoo.
Yeah, that's not the point, okay?
Check that. Clinton can't be the biggest fool of all, because I am, right? I mean, who else but a crazy person would continue to be there for someone, continue to love someone when that someone does nothing but hurt them? Yeah, we're all crazy, but you've got it all figured out. You're the sane one. I forgot.
Could you just untie me now? Just
Untie you? Why, Carter King, that would require someone else to help you. You've made it abundantly clear that you don't need anyone. So figure it out yourself. I'm gonna go find the members of the King family that I can actually stand to be around.
The king entered the building once more. This time, bearing gifts. Wow.
Fast, pretty woman. Got cool them blue suede shoes. The king has entered the building.
Wow. Now we're gonna see Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. Who the fuck is Tiny Tim?
Tiny Tim. He's in a Christmas Carol. He's
Was Elvis in A Christmas Carol?
No.
Then why would the king care? Oh man, it goes to Christmas present.
You do realize that present and goes to Christmas present refers to time and not gifts, right?
Don't take your daddy for a fool, boy. That there's a double entendre. That's a play on words. Plus, I need to be able to clearly differentiate between the ghost of Christmas past and present.
With the present.
I'm a ghost, man. Limited means. Plus, I wanted to give you this gift. You recognize it?
No, I don't.
It's one I told you open for Sweater Santa, but you didn't open it, did you?
No, I didn't.
No, man. You threw it in the trash, returned it to sender.
So now you're just giving me trash.
I can feel my temperature rising. See why the rest of the family's just about had it with me.
Oh, had it with me.
So much
Really?
venom, man. So much negativity. I know my Carter's in there somewhere. So's his Christmas spirit. Frankly, son, it don't feel like Christmas without you. Go ahead. Open it.
We're tied to a chair.
All right, that's a valid point. Open sesame.
Wow, sunglasses.
Like I told you 10 years ago, you're not just my son, you're my star. Things get a little too hot for you, a little bright when you're a star. And baby's going to be off. I love you, son. I love you very much. Enjoy the presents. The king is leaving the building.
The king left the building, leaving Carter King perplexed once more.
So wait, so do you think he meant like, just enjoy the present, or like, enjoy the present, right? You know what I mean? Because like present means one thing, but then I said present. I know it's different. That's how words work. I feel like you're not listening. Why aren't you listening? Seriously. I'm like 2 feet away from you. Come on, would you please talk to me?
Oh, I'd be happy to talk to Carter King. Let me know when he comes back.
What's that, sir? No, how dare you ask? That is the real Carter King. When he was merely commenting on his recent behavior. Please try to keep up.
Sweetheart, are you sure you're all right?
I'm fine. You should see the other guy.
It was just you.
Oh yeah.
Wow, looks like we're skipping the ghost of Christmas present and getting back to the trial. I can't believe it, but I actually prefer the trial.
But he was mistaken.
What have I told you about conducting your experiments by yourself?
But it was supposed to be a surprise for Carter and for the world.
Oh, is he coming?
Doesn't look like it. He won't even answer his door now.
Well, can we do Ugly Sweater Santa without Carter?
I'm sitting right here.
We will wait. I'm sure he'll be down soon enough. In the meantime, how about a game? Oh, charades. We haven't played that in years.
Oh, we only got 3 people.
Uncle Frank?
Frank?
Come here, man. Pork chops in, pork chops out.
Aunt Sylvia can play.
I think it's time to retire Aunt Sylvia. Doesn't seem like she ever did much good. Kennedy, how about some magic, like in the old days?
No more magic.
What?
What's the point? I mean, my own brother thinks I'm a fraud. I'm a hack. Guess I always have been.
Mom?
It's getting late. It looks like Carter's not feeling well.
No, I'm sitting right here. How can they not see me?
How can they not see you? Carter, for someone who makes a living by holding a magnifying glass up to everything he sees, you are as is a bat.
Yeah, well, I can see just fine.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, don't.
Really?
Don't. Yeah.
Oh!
It doesn't always work.
Better head off to bed. We wouldn't want Santa to catch anybody still awake.
Oh, come on, Mom. I mean, you already retired the whole Aunt Sylvia bit. Think it might be time to retire Santa Claus? I mean, we're both two grown men, and it's kind of bullshit.
Whoa, what's going on?
I can't believe it! Not awake!
You didn't see me. I didn't see you. Got it? Good. And thanks for the booze. Hoop, now shoot. I got that hoop, now shoot.
You were saying, Kennedy?
Bedtime. It's time for bed.
You thinking about it?
Alright, come on, you two. Let's go to bed. Oh, and boys,
Yes.
I love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
Go.
Okay, alright. And Carter, I miss you.
Looks like you're getting a pretty nice head start on that whole Christmas future thing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, that's all the Christmas future vision is. You sitting here all lonesome tonight for a long, long time. Is that what you want? Man, I heard you talking earlier about people throwing away money on Christmas, knocking people over in parking lots, going all commercial.
How'd you hear that? You weren't even here then.
The king is always here, son. I never really left, and quite frankly, you're always on my mind.
Still, everything I said was true, so.
What the hell does that matter, huh? Even if the whole rest of the world made Christmas about money, how does that affect the way you act? Man, there's a whole lot of nothing, man. That's a big old pile of excuses.
Dad. I don't know what to do.
I'd say it's about as clear as the blue moon in Kentucky.
Come on, dude.
You're gonna get hurt in this world, son. That is a part of living. Now you can keep trying to build this big wall, keep out that pain, but then you just end up all alone. And that's hurting too, not just for you, but for all the people that love you. And that's the crying shame.
And at that moment, the majestic king performed perhaps his most magical trick of all. The wall around Carter King was beginning to crumble.
Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
That's 56 Elvis references for those keeping score at home.
You're a star, Carter King. Sure would be nice to see you shine again. I'll see you in my dreams tonight. The king is getting kind of hungry, man. I'm gonna make myself a peanut butter sandwich. Oh, hey, Carter.
Yeah.
A little less conversation, a little more action.
Dad, I'm sorry, okay? Mom, I'm sorry, okay? Listen, I don't want to be like this forever, okay? Just listen, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry.
What do you think?
Mom, I'm sorry, okay? Just got time for this shit. I'm sorry, God, please.
Clinton, I tell your brother. We thought you locked yourself in your room. Okay, what are you
Uncle Frank and the trial.
What? Uncle Frank hasn't even been here yet. What trial?
Marley's death.
Marley's dead!
He's fine. He's upstairs, alive as ever. Are you feeling okay? You didn't down Santa's boot, did you?
No, I'm not crazy. How else have I been tied to the chair, right?
Is everything all right? I heard screaming.
I'm so glad to see you.
That's a first.
You can tell them,
Tell them what?
about Uncle Frank and the trial and
Trial?
the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future.
Christ, my son has gone loony.
No, we did the caroling. We did Sweater Santa.
You know we don't do any of that until Frank gets here.
But we did, okay? You got Kennedy that new wig?
Really? Oh, right!
What's that surprise?
I saw Dad, okay? Yeah, he was the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future.
I better call Dr. Schwartz.
Wendy, I realize how good you've been to me and how much of an ass I've been.
Put down that phone!
I'm only going to ask you this once. Are you on the drugs?
No. I saw everything. I saw how you sold our store, even though you didn't want to, just so we can keep the house, and so I can go to college.
Who told you
I
that?
saw it, right here in this living room. I saw you pray, you asked for a sign, and then Marley appeared.
So it is Dad.
I knew it. What?
Maybe it is, I don't know. But I know that Dad's watching over us, okay? I know that I've been wrong. I've been a bit terrible brother. I've been a terrible son.
You've been fine.
Oh. No, I haven't. For years, I never forgave Dad, and I blamed each and every one of you all for no reason. I ruined this family's Christmas for years.
No, Carter, you haven't ruined anything. You just needed some time.
Will not be more. Well, it's conversation. A little more action. I'm gonna be better brother. I'm gonna be a better son. I'm gonna sing the carols, and I'm gonna wear the sweaters, and I'm gonna shoot the boots.
It's a Christmas miracle!
Oh, no, you don't get to shoot.
Not a Christmas miracle.
Man, I'm gonna get you a new show, okay? In New York. No, you've got talent, okay? You just need some of your confidence back. I know, come on. A little support from your family, what do you say? Come on, Uncle Frank can produce the show.
All right, I'll do it.
There you go.
Oh, God, he made me so happy. Oh, I think you better squeeze the little pea out.
I got some great news!
Carter is going to get Kennedy a show in New York and have you produce it. What's your news?
The Golden Crow lifted the ban.
But man, listen, I'm sorry I haven't always been there for you, buddy. But all that's gonna change now, I promise.
Can I come to New York and stay with you?
Baby steps. Mom. I don't know how I'm gonna repay you for everything that you've done for us, but somehow I'm going to.
Just be you, Carter. That's all I need. And maybe have you play that keyboard while we sing carols.
You got it.
What are we waiting for? The family is all here. I will get the sweaters. Kennedy, you get the boot. Frank, you get the bourbon, and Clinton.
Yes.
Try not to blow anything up.
I can make no promises.
What has gotten into you?
Seriously? You really don't remember?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just got here, and besides, it had been a while, and I wasn't really sure after last year if you even really wanted to see me again.
I do want to see you. Oh, Wendy, I'm really glad you're here. If I had a mistletoe, maybe I'd plant one on you right now. Don't. You don't have a file up there, do you?
A what?
Nothing, I just...
Kiss me, idiots. Are those glasses in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? me.
It might be both. It is both. What? Oh, come on now. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, this is crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it felt like glasses were happy to see me.
Maybe I ain't crazy.
Maybe. I'm gonna go help your mom. Oh, and Carter?
Yeah.
You're my star. And stars burn
Come
bright.
And so for the first time in a very long time, the entire King family was together again. Now you may be wondering, did any of it actually happen? Was any of it real? Well, the King has taught us anything. The past is but a memory, and the future, tomorrow's a long, long time. All that matters is the present. And in the present, the King family would eat. Pork chops, of course. They would laugh. They would exchange gifts, but most importantly, they would shoot the moon.
He's ready.
You've got that move, now shoot! You've got that move, now shoot!
Merry Christmas, Carter. It's good to have you back.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
First week of a 3-week run for this. This is our 9th year of this. So, you know, we still advertise when people come back with large groups and everything. We still have about 80, I think 80 tickets left over the last 8 performances. So, about 10 left each night. So, the best, obviously, marketing is word of mouth. So please, if you enjoyed your Barton Theater experience tonight, please tell your friends. And if for some reason you did not enjoy your Barton Theater experience this evening, please keep that shit to yourself.